Welcome back to our Celebrity Sweets. I'm Ethan, and I've basically just manipulated this whole kind of summer throwbacks thing into summer songs that I've wanted to do. And can we just talk about Khalid for a second? Like, we haven't done any Khalid treats yet, but today is the day. His latest album, Free Spirit, is like definitely a summer album. It's bop. I've never used that word. So I wanted to make something inspired by that album, you know, like with the van, and he's like standing on the van like this, like a free spirit. And I wanted to make that van. I got a van cookie cutter and I was inspired by that. However, today we are going to be making some blondies. We haven't made blondies on the channel either. We've made brownies but not blondies. And we're going to decorate them to look like that van. The van like this. That van. I think that was a pretty good intro. And the ingredients for this recipe are all-purpose flour, brown sugar, granulated sugar, melted butter, pecans, eggs, white chocolate chips, vanilla, baking powder, and salt. If you're unfamiliar with a blondie, it's basically like a brownie. However, instead of using chocolate, use white chocolate. So you're still using chocolate, never mind. But just like with a basic brownie, we want to start by adding in our dry ingredients to a small little bowl. I'm going to add in our flour. Oh, jeez. Save all the flour. To that flour, we'll add in our baking soda and salt. Give it a good little whisk and then set it aside. For our wet ingredients, we'll start with a larger bowl and we'll add in our melted butter and both of our sugars. That's our brown sugar and granulated sugar. To mix up these blondies, I just like to use a spatula. You could use an electric hand mixer if you'd like. I just think it's better like this. Okay, we've prepared this awesome mixture here. I'm still playing with it. It's just so good. I just want to grab a spoon, but I won't because now I want to add in our eggs. We're going to crack in one egg just like normal. And for our second egg, we're going to crack it. However, we only want the yolk, the yellow part. Keep this nice and golden. And then I'll just jiggle out our egg white. It's pretty good. Finish off your wet ingredients by adding in your vanilla extract. Our wet ingredients are fully mixed, and now we can add in all of our dry. We've got a pretty good base here for our blondies, and now we can add in our toppings. Well, not really toppings, mix-ins. I'm going to add in some chocolate chips. I like to use like some fine, good quality chocolate chips in this recipe. If you're a young, dumb, maybe not dumb, young, broke, high school kid, kinda am, kinda. You can just add in normal chocolate chips, but if you do want to splurge a little bit and get some nice chocolate chips, definitely will help the recipe. That was one of the weirdest things I've ever said. And then I like to use pecans. Yeah, I like pecans. However, you could add in like walnuts or almonds or anything that you'd like. And if you don't like nuts, you can leave them out. It's now time to place these brownies into their pan. For that pan, I've got an 8 by 8 inch kind of square pan here. Kind of, it is a square. Why did I say that? It said it was non-stick. However, I grease it with butter and put a sheet of parchment paper down. How do they guarantee it's non-stick? I'm gonna take all of this batter and place it into the pan. And this batter is very thick and dense. So I'm gonna take a small spatula and just spread it out and just reach all the sides. I wonder which side's the east side in the city where the sun don't set. Every day you know that we ride through the back streets in the blue Corvette. So we've got a nice pan full of blondies that are nice and smooth. And these need to go into the oven. We're going to place them in the oven at 300. That's one of my favorite Khalid songs. Yep. 350 degrees for about 21. Oh my goodness. 21 is another Khalid song. 21 to 23 minutes, or until they're golden brown, and if you insert a toothpick in, it should come out clean. And we'll be right back. That's another Khalid song. I took our brownies out of the oven and gave them plenty of time to cool down. I also went ahead and transferred them over onto a cookie sheet just so I have something hard to cut onto. Speaking of cutting, we now want to cut them out with our cookie cutter. I found this one on Amazon. I'll put a link to it in the description below if you want to use the same bus. I'm just going to try to cut out as many buses as I can out of this blondie. Once you've cut out your vans, it's now time to decorate them, which is definitely one of my favorite parts about this dessert. We're going to decorate them to look like the van from the Free Spirit, that van. To decorate this van, I'm going to actually start with some black candy melts. I melted down a few, put them into a little Ziploc bag, and I'll just pipe a little circle on our wheels. Then I'll take some mini black candy melts and actually place those on top, face up so that they're rounded to act as the wheels themselves. Now for the more intricate details, I'm going to take some of our ganache. Again, I put all of them in piping bags and just snip the tip. I've dyed this one a light orange and I'm just going to pipe it on as the flames in the front and the back. I'll go ahead and take some orange and pipe on that kind of like band or strip in the middle, and it also angles up. Once I have that strip in, I do want to like signify where the window would be. We're not going to make it, but I'm going to take a knife and just make a little indentation. This will also block off the section for our blue ganache. I'll just take a small offset spatula for this one and then just spread that on. Going back over it with some green ganache, piping on those mountains. I've decided to not add on the wolf because he seems a little bit too hard. I'll finish off this truck by adding on 19 with some white ganache. And also piping on the words Free Spirit, as it is Free Spirit, in some lighter blue candy melts. I'm kind of just going for like what the effect of the text looks like, so really emphasizing on the F, the S, and the T. The in-between letters are kind of just scribbles. Whoa, 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 bring the treat back. That's right. Here we have it, our Khalid Free Spirit Inspired Blondie that we made today in honor of Khalid's Free Spirit. The blondie recipe is nice and chewy and dense and it's perfect when it's warm. Then we topped ours with some candy melt wheels and some ganache to round it off. And if you have any other requests for another celebrity sweets, leave those down in the comments below as well. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, savor life and make it sweet. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, let me know by hitting that like button down below. And while you're at it, subscribe. You can do it by clicking this cute little donut right here. If you're looking for more content, up here's my latest video, and down here's what YouTube thinks you should watch. That's all for today. I'll see you guys in the next video.